All right.
Vehicle document. 50 pounds of rice.
All right. Today is Tuesday, May 22nd. I can't believe we're already almost through May. May. Yeah. Did she steal your bone? Come over here. Hey. Ready? Get up there. All right. Yeah, we had an exciting day today. Carlene and myself went down to Danvers Animal Hospital to bring the little Roo down for an x-ray of her abdomen, because when we did the rabies shots, they could feel strange things, so they thought we should get an x-ray. So we brought her down, and I gowned up and held her on the table, so I got x-rayed also.
She was
so
not
that was
happy about it either.
She wasn't happy about laying on her side. Believe it or not, she was more comfortable laying on her back in that foam cradle.
Really?
Yeah, because when we flipped her on her back, she was in the foam thing, and I just crouched down and I held her front feet like this, and her face was next to my face, and then they tied her back leg straight, and she didn't mind that she laid there still. When they went to tie her back leg, she peed a fountain. Her pee went up and down. She definitely had a pee fountain. But
maybe that's why she was uncomfortable the other way.
Maybe. Yeah, but she did it like a champ, and I gowned up and held her. So she was good.
Too?
I got x-rayed also, I think.
They usually have you with a, don't they have you with a thing?
Yeah, I have the gown, and they put the thing around my neck for a thyroid thing. And then this one, they said that we didn't have to x-ray her unless she goes up on 3 legs. So if she starts to limp around on 3 legs, we'll think about what the next step is for her. Right now, they're kind of thinking it could just be more like a sprained...
Soft tissue sprain.
Soft tissue sprain.
But she does have a mark where she must have hit something.
Yeah.
It's exactly where she's limping from. But I was very pleased because that whole vet visit was exactly what I anticipated with both dogs.
Yeah.
8 weeks for a shoulder on a horse and a dog.
Yeah. I like that doctor. She's very reasonable, too.
I like her, too.
Yeah, she's very nice.
She makes house calls, which I noted.
Yeah. Yeah, she does. Hi, Megan. May you be informed Eeyore did not finish his dinner, and he was choking during his meal. So what Eeyore does is he, all the puppies do it. You guys will, I don't know if you can see it from your angle, but when they all eat, they suck in. I don't know what goes on, but in all the young pups, they get real shallow in here, and then sometimes it pulsates. I don't know if he's necessarily choking when that happens. He doesn't act like he is, but he does eat weird. So this morning, which we're probably going to try, I forgot to tell Liv and Tom that we were going to do that and pull him out and feed him out of a higher stand so that it falls easier. I think it might be a little bit of a thing, because sometimes when he eats, Steve says when he throws up, it comes out in like a... Steve, did you say when he throws up, it comes out in like a tube form?
Comes in like a sack.
Like it comes out like in the shape of a...
Like when a baby's born. Like a filmy sack.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hairball. Like in a sack.
So anyways.
Well, yeah, but this
my
is
thought,
like a whitish, slimy...
Slime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my thought was to elevate him up a little bit higher than the low bowls. I think he's having a hard time on the lower stand.
Well,
I don't know.
The other thing we're going to do is put it in among big rocks, so he doesn't eat the rocks, but make him pick it up slower.
I use, when I want to slow a dog, I use those 50-cent
A tray?
silverware organizers, and they have to like hunt for the food. You know, like you just buy it at the store. People go out and buy like $15 slow feeders, but if you just get like a fork, knives, and spoon thing, they have to hunt in the holes.
That'd be all right.
Whatever. He doesn't eat fast, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, no,
he's not a fast. He eats very slow. So it's just interesting. So just this morning, I pulled him out, tried to get him to slow down even more than he already does, and then just take some time and some breaths in between. And he seemed fine, and he didn't throw up this morning. So I think we're just going to have to do that for a little while.
I think he's sucking a lot of air.
Sucking some air, yeah. So, what did the X-ray show? X-ray showed a big stomach. Like literally, her stomach is like this big stomach, like an oversized stomach, and she has this little bit of shiny thing, which doesn't look like food, they said, in there. So she's not acting like anything's in trouble. She's eating. She doesn't have a fever. She's happy. She's playing. She's pooping. She's peeing. So we're now going to try the hairball. They told us, Carlene had talked about mineral oil, and they told us that It's dangerous with puppies because or injecting it, or not injecting it, squirting it down their throat, because if it gets in their lungs, you get a whole bunch of problems. So she suggested that we go buy cat hairball remover. I don't know whatever it is, something, and it's chicken flavored. It's kind of like chicken flavored petroleum jelly is how she described it. So she took it willingly, a spoonful of it. I spoon fed it right to her and followed her down with some other food. But so she might have explosive diarrhea tonight, and that's exciting.
Oh, good.
So that's something to look
Hey,
forward
you on
to.
tonight?
No. I'm not.
So yeah, that's
I know.
the 101 on Rue currently. So there's something in her belly that we're gonna try and flush out. Yeah. So
I am also changing the location of the feeding down there for the puppies.
we need to cut the grass. There's high grass down there. We'll make sure we get a
You
weed
feed them on the
whacker.
grass, or you can feed them inside.
Yeah.
But you can't drop gravy down into that sand.
Yeah.
I think we've got a very bad habit going with them dropping wet food or liquid, sandy sort of the
Carlene thinks they're eating
Purina
sand.
stuff that we feed by spoon.
Yep.
You know, you miss the puppy, it goes down on the sand, it's full of sand, they eat it, and they've got a belly full, I think is what's in there. So we're feeding them not outside. We're going to feed inside on something for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna feed inside. That works. Neat to figure it out.
In the alleyway, I don't care where they feed them.
We'll figure it out as long as everyone gets
on
fed.
camera if we did it in the alley. There.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll make a plan. Oh, what do you think about it, May? Look at her. Do we have any more of those bones?
We have a lot
Can
of
we get one for the little so they don't have to each share one?
They have 4 bones.
Is there one?
There's
We need to
supposed to
show
be
it.
one more bone than dogs.
Yeah, we can show the other. Yeah, there you go. At least now they have 2. Yeah, I have so many bones in my mom's like, why do you need this many bones? I'm like, because I have 3 dogs. I need 10. There you go. Now they're happy. They'll play swap around for a little while. Will her stomach stay big or it eventually shrink? I think she's going to grow into it. I have no idea. Or she'll just be...
My only other thing is I think that if we do spay
Tack
we do
her.
spay her,
Yeah.
I think we should tack her stomach because it's a big thing.
Yeah, she's a big
It's very
girl.
unusual looking stomach. And
Yeah.
we don't know whether that is the type stomach that does flip.
Yeah,
It could. Her stomach is not like anybody else's.
yeah. Yeah, you can feel, even when they feel it, they're all like, wow, weird. Like, because when I had all 10 puppies in the exam room the other day, I put them all up on the table and I threw Rue up and I didn't say anything and I just stood there and I waited. And she's like, and she's looking at the other puppies and she's sitting there and she's feeling it and then she's looking and she goes, does she? And I go, yeah, she has a weird stomach. And she was like, this is really strange. I was like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything, give you the opportunity to figure it out on your own. But yeah, it was odd.
Heart was fine, perfect. She said
Yeah, good beating, strong heart.
that was very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, is there another? How many baby donkeys do we have?
2, I thought.
Well, we may have 3 tonight.
Oh, okay.
Janine is going to California for some donkey thing. She's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Nothing I can do about it.
Right. Well, that wraps up our excitement for today.
That's it.
That's it. I don't got anything else to
Okay.
report.
I don't have any boxes. I got
I
mail.
don't think you have any boxes.
No boxes. Did anybody look at the boxes?
I'll poke when I walk down.
UPS just got here.
Oh, you see UPS?
Yeah.
We must have boxes.
I can
UPS.
I can hear it.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Hi, Puddle with the dog with the belly. That's a nice puppy.
Yeah, they're all good looking dogs.
They are good-looking dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk while she goes down and gets the mail. I did all of this. I've been working very hard, and I hope I've got this straight. Audrey is by Bentley out of Scarlet, bred to Wilbur, and her last litter was 10-6-17. And so I figured not breed her this time. Mindy is a black dog by Gussie and Wilbur. And I have to call to see whether her vaccines are up to date. They were last. She's up for a year thing. Gabby is by Merlot and Walter, and she would be due to have a litter in the fall. Her last litter was 9/7/17. Lainey, Megan's all excited about Lainey because she's due to have a litter. I'm going through all this. She would be bred to Walter, as she was last time and had a good litter. Opal, I think, is too old and too heavy. Too old, too fat. Reese, Scarlett, and Bentley. She's black. Her last bunch were 2/18. She was bred to Watson, and it's a good litter, but she's too soon. Sizzle hasn't had anything yet. She's Noel and Walter. She would be either Bentley backed up by Watson. That's always confusing when you get two. At any rate, the next two, Lady is the first choice, but if they don't come in heat in this order, then we're stuck. If Lady is not the first one in. But at any rate, the next two for breedables are, not him. Stowe, who is Opal Grommet, and we could breed her to Cole. And Pam did call, and she has had her rabies shot and everything else. And then the next one is Risha, we know, Scarlett Bentley. She could be bred to Cole. And she could possibly be due any time. Best case scenario is Lainey comes in first, and then we know to breed either Stowe or Misha. The bad part is if Stowe and Misha come in first, and we don't know whether Lainey's going to cycle. And then what do? Breed all three? No. We had 4 once. I don't know. We need puppies. And the puppy from Europe, I'm just diddling with. What am I doing? I'm opening these. Patricia Boylston, Seal Beach, California. Okay. I hope somebody wrote down all that stuff I just read. So when I lose that paper, they can all tell me what I said. Here you go. I'm honored to become a member of the Shatterpond Society and the gift that comes with it. I had always intended to go back to certain should I ever win. I just found out that my son, who has recently died, and his partner's 2 dogs have cancer. Dave will need to do something about that, so I'll be sending the money to him to help a little with the vet bills. Seems only fitting to do with the money from your dogs. I will continue in my small way to support Service Dog Project. Please may I have 6 chicken bricks. Check is enclosed. I have also enclosed an envelope for some business cards. Thank you. Have a good time. Patricia Boylston. Oh, that's fine. Thank you. 6 chicken bricks. 6 chicken bricks and business cards. She really wants some poker chips too, I would think. Okay, so we put the 6 chicken bricks. Where's my bin? Have you got my bin up? Let's get a let's cut this out and glue this to a padded thing. I can cut that one more time here. And then I can cut it that way 2 more times. Okay. This is creative time. Padded envelope. padded envelope. She wanted business cards, so we give her some of these cards. We'll give her some of those, give her some of those, and we'll give her one of these just for good luck, because we have some. Okay, and then we're going to put that in here. And then we're going to put that on there. And we're going to need to have a major piece of Scotch tape.
Do you want packing? Tape?
Yeah. See, and you Scotch tape that right on there. How about that? Would you take care of that, please? I can put just a little piece of Scotch tape on there in the meantime. We'll take care of that in a minute. Sorry to hear about the details on your...
I told you. I know.
Hey,
Just found out my son who
and
has...
your raincoat is hanging on the door.
Thank you. Huh. Found out my son, he died, and his partner's two dogs. Huh. Well, I don't totally understand the details of that matter, but we'll figure it out. And we have vehicle document alert notice. It sounds like something's going wrong with the vehicle. Whatever could that be? Toyota. Immediate response is requested. Oh, they're sending me this emergency notice because my whatever is about to expire. And wouldn't I please like to buy something else?
Pam, I'm good.
Thank you, because I can't find any.
Yeah, I
I
walked in.
don't have that many miles on the damn thing. It ought to run. You know? Here we go. Major pieces of it.
I know. I was cutting the tab off.
Yeah, that's one.
Alright, that was done.
Uh-oh. And that way. Yeah. I think we probably should go ahead, got it. What do we do with this little sticky part that's sticking out? I don't think that's gonna. You better swallow it out. Cut it. Well, cut it. Sure, put it on. Yeah, that'll be good.
And get the bags. Bags, dogs.
There we go.
Oh, here, I'll leave these here.
What?
These are going to the post office tomorrow.
Oh,
Don't even think I can catch that.
almost got it in the basket. Okay. Moving on. Moving on.
Oh, goodness.
Suzanne,
I'm not taking that.
Freeville, New York.
I think it's sizzled. No,
Yeah, okay, I should do that, because she said to me that
Bud and Tom got the G10 really cleaned up today. They did yeoman service. There you go. You can have that one.
And I actually have, she wants to try using it, and I said, well, you know what, why not?
Wow. Major diarrhea picker-uppers. Okay.
All right, I'll take her. I won't take
Enclosed, fine. $10 for chicken brick. And $1 for the fun fund. Thank you very much, Suzanne. That goes in the chicken brick department. That goes in there. No, and you're new to the game. This is Miss Belly. Miss Big Belly, BB. We just had a very exciting bowel movement from her. It did look like sand. And the thing we are supposed to give her is hairball treatment, which apparently is sort of Vaseline that they don't absorb. It goes through and carries everything with it. So that's what we're on tonight, and Pam is not the overnight. So I don't know who's going to have this chore. Membership of the, oh gosh, I don't know why I even think about. The trouble is, this is all these people I know belong to this thing, and if I don't join, you think they'll know? They're not going to join for $50. I got no problem. National Organization for Women, well, that could happen. I feel very strongly about population control. Too many people. Okay. I don't think there's anything in there. Carlene and staff. That's me. Boy, that stuff that's going on in Hawaii is really, that's not very much fun at all.
What's going on?
It's blowing its top. It's shooting rocks up in the air hundreds of feet.
Volcano.
Yeah. And I don't understand all these people standing around saying, it's over there about 100 feet. Boy, you wouldn't get me there. These rocks are going up in the air. And one guy got hit by a rock. That's been the big disaster so far. Okay, this is for Sherry and Deanne. They'd like 4 chicken bricks, some monkey fists, and poker chips.
It's not even close to you.
We would like 4 chicken bricks. Okay, we can have that.
Right here.
Chicken bricks. Now we need monkey fist, poker chips. They've been watching since the Orca litter. Thank you for all you do to help people with mobility issues. The Peel sisters, Appleton, Wisconsin. Okay. What else we got we can put in here?
Here.
A couple of those.
Do you want another?
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's
There's 2 of those.
Yeah, so another poker chip.
Yeah. Sure. Maybe we could put a pen in, too. You got a pen?
Mm-hmm.
They gave us a whole bunch of stuff. There we go. Oh, but there's 2 of them. I don't want them fighting over the pen. They're sisters. There we go. There we go. They gave us a bit of money there, so that's what they... Uh-oh. I don't think I can do that again. 4 chicken bricks. That goes in there, then. That is Janine's. I don't know why, but it's Janine's. Get it. Get it. Arms aren't long enough. Okay. This is from Bruce. German Valley, Illinois. I-L.
What was the name?
Bruce. Pitluck. P-I-T-T-L-U-C-K. German Valley. You did a hell of a job on that G-tent today.
On the what?
G-tent.
Oh, I did most of it, didn't I?
Whatever.
I participated very little.
Well, sometimes the motivation is the critical part.
We had all the bases in place, and I helped them put the tops on.
Wow. Okay, so here we have...
Uh-oh, no, can't do that.
Here are the glasses I promised. Took a while for me to find them since our daughter moved back to last February. It required a complete clean-out remodel of what was our den. Anyway, my husband also put in some in this time. I hope you'll get good use of them. Ellen and Bruce.
You got new glasses.
More glasses. It's more glasses.
No, but you got new ones.
Who?
Did you get new glasses?
No.
They look different.
I know. They've gone awkward on me. I can't see out of them.
They look different.
Okay. I think I may have to try on all these glasses to see whether they fit me. I'm going to leave these in there in case Linda has to pack them. Look at this. A whole bunch of... What could we do with a whole bunch of those? Think about it. We are getting a lot of glasses holders. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. You ought to be able to think of something. Where are you going to put them? You're going to put this back over there. And I guess we're not going to give that to Linda. Ouch! I cut my finger.
Don't do that.
There we go. Okay, we did all that.
Ready for questions?
I'm ready for questions. Yeah. I'll put this up because we now have baby dogs around to eat.
Oh, you were hiding all of the stools.
Yes. Yes. Hi, little puddle with a big belly.
Do you think the...
Look out.
Do you think the big tummy could be eating rocks?
We did not see any rocks. I think it's sand.
My question is,
Nope, not doing it. Nope, nope, not doing it.
I agree that the sand could be adding to it, but her stomach was very big from the beginning. So, like, what could cause that?
She has the big belly disease.
But, like, I agree the sand and stuff could be adding to it, but, like, before she even went down there.
Everybody has told me that, and I haven't figured out why.
Yeah. We all thought it was very odd at the beginning.
Well, the sand ain't helping. That's why I do say when she's spayed, we ought to do a gastroplexy on her.
Mm-hmm.
Then she can have as big a belly as she wants. If George is listening, there was a very nice veterinarian there today. It's the first time I'd met her. And apparently she's making house calls.
Interesting.
Interesting is right. Sometimes that's easy. I think she used to ride horseback with Janine. She's talking the same kind of area. What is this OFSDS? Weekly update? What's OSFDS?
It's one of the other cameras.
Oh. Okay. They're piggybacking. They're piggybacking.
I've hit... Ooh. It's all the cameras.
Okay. What's that one? I want to see what that one says about breeding all three. There's something you keep flicking around. I can't read it.
It says if you breed all three, then you're all set.
There's another one there that says a lot more.
Where?
I don't know. You guys flip it around. There! Top.
We would love to see Auntie Pam nanny puppies.
What?
They would love to see Nanny Pam handle the puppies.
Oh. Okay.
Someone said if you breed all three, I'll come puppy sit and do endless loads of laundry, as we did for the 4. What's wrong with Rue that she's in the house?
We want to see what comes out of her.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, what's coming out of her is very sandy.
How was your day today?
I don't know. What did I do?
What did you do?
Well, I did go to the veterinarian and sat there for a very long time and talked to everybody. I can't remember what I did before that. I figured out how to empty the G10 somewhere along the line, as long as I didn't have to do it. And then Bud came in and did that. Bud and Tom. And then I sat down there and listened to my audio books on my tape in my car. And then I came up here.
Did you do any training?
I held May for an hour and a half in the veterinarian's office. And she said, when she took one look at it, she said, it's, going to be a while. A shoulder takes a while. I know a shoulder. I told you. Didn't I tell you? With a horse or a dog, it's 8 weeks.
It's long for humans, too.
It doesn't make any difference with humans. They just don't use it. But, with a horse or a dog, they got to get around.
I know. Pam.
Yes?
How's Skip's arm?
I think it's fine. I hadn't heard from, Leslie took today off. So I don't know.
Skip? Oh, he got hurt too?
What
Both of
happened?
them.
What happened?
Same place?
In the same arm, around the same spot, doing two different things. I don't remember exactly what happened to Leslie, but I think one of the dogs tripped him, or he tripped over a dog and on his arm. He skinned his arm, and I put an ice pack and a wrap on it, and then Leslie had the same injury from something.
Okay.
That had Saturday.
Saturday?
Yep.
Oh, because they're at the party.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like take him to the hospital or anything, but they had, I'd say, 3 to 4 inch
Gash?
Yeah, gashes in their arms.
That's not
Dripping
fun.
blood?
Abrasion.
Dripping but
They
not
had
sprayed.
blood. It wasn't enough that it was dripping, but it's
Right.
brought the skin back.
It wasn't squirting.
No,
No
It was like
squirting.
an
a
abrasion.
carpet
Yeah,
type
like
thing.
a carpet burn type thing. Yeah.
I fell. I almost fell.
There's
down
been lots of falling.
in front of Market Basket, and Sizzle held me up.
Well, I did hear
I could not
parts
believe
of that,
it.
but I didn't hear all.
I
of it.
was on the way down.
That's what she's
And
trying
she
to
had a
do.
vest on,
Well, she really not. Huh?
and she had a vest.
Yeah,
Oh, wonderful.
yeah. I hung on, and she kept me up on my feet, which was amazing.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I've decided. This is a good one. I've decided it's a lot more dangerous for somebody like Erlene to fall or Bud. You don't have enough padding.
No padding, yeah.
See, when you fall, something breaks. When I fall, I just kind of bounce,
Yeah.
because there's
I
more
agree.
padding.
I think like that's the thing with like broken hips and things with old people. I think
The padding is good.
it is.
See, there you are. I'm all set. I'm not going to give up.
But I do
Not
think,
giving up desserts anymore.
But I do think that. I agree.
It has to be, because you don't hit.
Yeah.
I didn't go down, but I was on my way. I think actually I tripped over in the first. I don't know what I tripped over.
You're probably on a surveillance camera. You should ask for a copy of it.
There you go. There you go.
Someone said for something for the glasses case, you could punch 4 holes in them on the 2 ends and put a chain through it and make a little purse.
Where are we putting this?
So the glasses
glasses.
case. So you punch 2 holes in the sides, stick a
Yeah.
rope or chain through it and make a little purse.
Good. You can do that. We can do that.
For the belly thing, could she be able to grow into it?
I don't know. We'll find out. She's doing fine now. You wouldn't know there's anything wrong with her.
Did you get to eat any of the homemade fudge?
Yes, I have. That went along with the padded bum. I had one piece last night for dessert and one piece for dessert for breakfast. There's not many people eat dessert for breakfast, but I do. Because it's
Dessert
really
for
lunch.
every meal.
Yeah, well, it's lunch. I've been up for a long time. By 7 o'clock, I've been up 3 hours. Yeah, that's time enough to get hungry.
Is Bo gaining her weight back?
I wish I could tell you yes, but I don't see it.
Nope.
I don't see it. I meant to call them. Somebody remind me tomorrow morning to call Dodge Grain and see if they have that chopped up hay with molasses on it. Because she's not eating enough molasses, not enough hay. She stands at the fence and says, I want to get out on the grass. And the trouble is the grass is all brand new, and if she eats that, she'll pull it all up by the roots. So it's too soon to put her out there, and she does not understand that. So if I could just get some of that hay that's soaked in molasses, I think we'd be better off. And they deliver every Friday, so I could call them tomorrow, if I don't forget, and have them add to the... They used to have it at Tractor Supply, but they don't have it anymore. But they'll deliver it. I'm sure that place would have some.
Why didn't the sand show up on the x-ray?
It does. There's funny little sparkly things in the x-ray.
Wouldn't she be significantly heavier upon lifting if she had a full belly of sand?
Not necessarily a full belly, but there's a lot of sand in there. I don't think sand passes out quite so fast.
I wonder if
That's what we're trying to do with this hairball stuff.
the other puppies have sand too. They must.
I'll bet they do.
Yeah, they must.
Because I think they're eating, because they're dropping food in the... I think that's our fault. You know, a certain amount of sand is not going to make any difference. A little roughage. but I think that we got to change our methods here.
Someone said, speaking of falling, am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I fell a couple weeks ago. That was funny. Someone said they'll email you a reminder tomorrow morning.
That probably would help. I have a lot going on to try and figure out getting this puppy out of Czechoslovakia.
How's that going?
I was all set. Pet Air in Frankfurt, at their main office. I got a note from them saying that, they had to have a rabies shot. They wouldn't ship them for 16 weeks. It's 16 weeks, and then they have to have a rabies shot, and then they have to be shipped 30 days after the rabies shot. Got very complicated, and it's not true. It certainly is a rule, but if you put the comma in, except in cases where they're being imported from a country which does not have any rabies, and there is a list of countries without rabies, and both Czechoslovakia and Germany are on that list. The reason they're on that list, confusing to me anyway, apparently there's no dogs with rabies. They had a problem with foxes, and they treated it with oral vaccines. I have never heard of an oral vaccine for rabies.
Mm-mm.
What they do, spread it all over the whole countryside? I don't understand how all that worked. But nonetheless, both Czechoslovakia and, it's not Czechoslovakia, it's the Czech Republic and Germany are rabies free, so they should not be a problem. But I haven't had an okay yet from either Frankfurt or the Prague, I guess.
Do you teach anyone else to read dogs like you do?
I keep telling them, they're listening. Some listen, some don't. Some listen, some don't. I've been trying to get people to study the way May moves with taking her leads at a canter. She has a very dominant left side. and then that's the shoulder she hurt. She was taking a split lead. You know split leads.
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead and teach everybody else because they don't understand them.
Okay, so when a horse or dog is cantering per se, which is not when they're pokey like this, it's
Not trot.
yeah.
Trot is diagonal.
And so if they're on the correct leads, both sides will be moving in the same way, but if they're on different, then they'll be moving diagonally.
Diagonal to canter is not right.
No.
And they're supposed to be on the inside lead. So when they're turning to the right,
Yeah.
that leg should be striking out first.
Ruby's very good at swapping.
Yes.
I've noticed that.
You know, Sizzle is. Sizzle's got good movement. And then he did before he got too fat and old. He has a very good trot.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you guys should be studying how dogs move. It's very critical.
Someone said Sunday Mo was in the barn and it looked like she was yawning and moving her bottom jaw side to side. I thought she was gagging.
No,
They yawn.
they yawn. They do have a very funny mouth movement if they're in heat.
Mm-hmm.
They even make a funny noise with it. It's a very peculiar way to show they're in heat, but that's what they do.
Currently, they did the oral rabies thing here. It was put in food near the dens. Now, how do you know what a fox is going to eat?
Well, you eat anything if you put it right in front of their den.
I know.
If you know where the den is. But we're talking, you know,
Thousands.
Willowdale Forest.
Exactly. Like,
And I don't know why the United States is so fussy about dogs coming in with rabies, because we've got rabies. You know, we've got rabies in this country.
someone said, when the new baby is lined up to arrive, will you please share details with us?
Sure.
So they can watch the plane over the ocean.
Right.
I've noticed Bentley walk. He struts and his tail is out, very regal looking.
Yes, he is.
That's what Ruby does. It's very funny to watch those sometimes.
Now, I was down behind the manure pile with him, and all of a sudden he spotted Walter 3 pastures over, and he knew immediately that that was Walter, and he was ready to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, have these feet. And they both ran into the fence, full tilt. Bang. Oof, you know? Then they backed up. But they weren't anywhere near each other, 75 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
They hit the fence, 75 feet away. And I yelled at Walter, and he went in the barn. And then he kind of ducked out and ran. But Jesus, they spot each other.
And they're always looking for each other.
I know.
I think that's it.
How's food coming?
It's all set.
I guess
What's for
we're all
dinner?
set. Huh?
What's for dinner?
We're having fish and slaw and mashed potatoes.
Here you are.
Blue Apron.
Blue Apron dinner. We're having a good time with that. That seems to work out. It leaves us with some variety of food.
So if I understand that if you can't work it out and the new pup has to be given a rabies shot, it might delay his coming by a month or so?
That's not going to happen.
I
It says clearly that we just did it. May was 9 months old, 9 weeks old.
Mm-hmm. How old is this puppy?
Could be 9 weeks next week. It's 8 weeks right now. I'm hoping to get it. I'm just reading
Is it male
quickly
or
on this
female?
Pet Air something about picking up puppies and shipping them out on Wednesdays or something like that.
Male or female?
This is a male, a Merle male, and we have a family that wants to take it. Friends of Megan that live 5 miles from here or something.
All right, that's it. Bye.
Bye.